I just got off the phone with Tom McCarter from the Budget Committee. This thing with Favre screwed up, Hooch.
What? They can't lump us in with that fucking Martian.
We're all in the same boat, fellas, but
Our shenanigans are cheeky and fun.
Yeah, I mean, his shenanigans are cruel and tragic.
Which makes them not shenanigans at all, really.
Evil shenanigans.
I swear to God, I'll pistol whip the next guy that says shenanigans.
She keep rocking that boat, looking for trouble and some soak up, high tide dropping it low, cause today anything goes, yeah, she keep rocking that boat, drinking one hand, the other smoking, making them speakers blow, cause anything goes down at the party store.
Good afternoon, you styling motherfuckers, you. It is that time. It is the afternoon show here on 96.1 FM, blasting in your goddamn ear. And we don't give a fuck what the FCC says. We have not went past our regulation on how many times we say fuck. But we're getting close to the end of the month, so we got to slow down on the cussing, people. So we got a special guest in the house. It is a neighbor of mine. But it is not the neighbor that everybody is hoping that comes back, which she will be coming back, people. So, I've got a new neighbor. He lives where the cop used to live. You know, the one shooting his gun off the balcony at New Year's. So, welcome Justin to the show.
Hey, thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks.
And Justin's got
What's up, Justin?
Justin's got a clothing brand, which he's a Gen Z guy, so don't make fun of him, okay? Okay, how the fuck do you say the name of your clothing brand?
It's called Fiend Outfit.
Fiend Outfit.
So to fiend off of something, but you fiend off it.
Yeah.
And it being my clothing brand.
Yeah, so he'll be sponsoring the show today. He'll get you guys some gear. We're going to work with you guys on some of the connections that we've got, you know, because, you know, we just need the logo, man. You'll shit, man. If you've seen the girly girl stuff, man, we have full in the styling gear. You know, we got full bedroom outfits, wireless chargers, fucking everything.
No way.
Oh, yeah, it's fucking nuts. So he moved in. You moved in, what, about a month ago?
Yeah, a few months ago.
A few months ago. But you lived where the complex before.
Here? Yeah. I was up on the hill.
Yeah, you were up on the hill.
Yeah.
So as you guys know, there's a difference between the hill and the lake. And obviously he found out.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
sure did.
the lake is a lot more chill, and we're kind of snooty and clicky. And
So he's graduated to the lake now.
dude, to get on the lake is a motherfucker. Yeah, because you got a story about getting on the lake.
I mean,
You got lucky.
I did. I really did.
Yeah.
Because when I first lived here, I was up on the hill for about 2 years, and then both my roommates ended up moving out, so I tried to, you know, get a place down here, and long story short, they just told me to actually wait until the beginning of the year, but then they said that I most likely won't be able to because they needed proof of like $10,000 of income a month, and I was like, well, I have $1,000 a week, so
I make $4,000 a month.
I got you.
Yeah. So no, he's right about that. Yeah, because to move out here, you had to have to prove it. They call your bank.
Mm-hmm.
And when I moved here in 2020, you had to prove your income was $10,000. Yeah, they called my banker and they're like, "Oh man, you are good, man. You're fucking good. Like you make more than enough." But out here where I live, there's sports athletes, there's lawyers, doctors. I mean, everybody knows it's kind of a yuppie area. It's like I always say, I live on a lake next to Creve Coeur Lake. I used to say my address is 12345. I'm not making it up, okay? But I got some random packages for the pugs. And we stopped saying my address on the radio. But, you know, hey, man, you want to come over and hang out? Just come on over after dark, man. I mean, you might fuck around and end up in the lake, but, you know, that's just how it is. But, yeah.
You can swim, right?
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, I mean, you can swim, yeah. You know. Yeah, we got a lot of haters, man. Like, fucking, come over, hang out, man. I mean, I'm at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I am not making it up. It's on my fucking.
It's very true.
Yeah, I mean, he knows my address, you know?
I walked up when I was moving my stuff in. I was like, no way. That's perfect, because everybody who sees your address is going to think that it's a fake.
Dude, get pulled over in a car with me.
No, I don't want to.
Yeah, the cops are like, and it's the new federal ID, the verified one.
Oh yeah, the real IDs
Yeah,
now,
the
which
real
is
ID.
which is weird because what does that even mean?
Well, basically, here soon we're not going to have to use a passport.
Okay, so the real ID is in place of the passport, so now you can go everywhere.
Eventually,
Apparently,
but there's certain countries that still going to need a passport. So it's like,
it's
if
a
you're
win-lose.
yeah, it's fucked up. I mean, I guess it's just better so people can. I am who I say I am. You know, I don't know. I mean. Yeah, there's a whole story about me getting my Missouri driver's license. We'll have to talk about it some other time or off the air. But, it was, dude, I brought so much paperwork down there. She's like, oh, you're trying to get a verified federal ID? And I'm like, man, I'm just trying to renew my driver's license and move them from California to Missouri. And she's like, oh, I believe you are who you are. But then what's funny is my license says, actually, my wallet's not sitting here. But anyway, I'll show it to you. You've got the real ID, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
I don't.
I don't have mine on me.
Yeah, you don't have yours on you. So, mine doesn't say Maryland Heights. Mine says St. Louis.
Yeah, mine doesn't either.
Michelle's says Maryland Heights.
Really?
So she went to the same fucking DMV I went to.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah, I am true STL fucking through. I mean, we live in St. Louis County, you know.
Right.
So,
right.
and we are a St. Louis business, and we did celebrate the fuck out of 314 Day. So
That's what's up.
So yeah, so he lives out where I live, and he's got a clothing brand, and me and him was talking one day about live streaming, and I was an influencer on Periscope, and we started talking about different stuff, and I was telling you about the Go Shopping Network that I sold, you know, and he's like, holy shit, how do you luck into this shit? I'm like, man, it's just working, man. I mean, you know, things work out. My life's a fucking reality show, okay?
Yeah, it is.
I mean, it really is. You know, I was only good at 3 things in my life: flirting with hot girls, building cool cars, and throwing wild fucking parties. And then we'd film that shit and put it in videos and sell it.
Yeah.
And then, well, that's how we ended up fucking here. So yeah, I mean, I am blessed. I mean, you know, it's just like JD Lane. She's a music artist. We met through the Unholiness, which one day you'll find out about her.
Okay.
Down the Holiness. Yeah,
Another train wreck.
Yeah, she's another train wreck. And
Oh, no.
speaking of train wrecks, so the other neighbor, Megan, he doesn't know he knows the story about Megan, okay? He knows Megan. But I was sitting here one day working, and I was at my house, and, you know.
Yeah, you were at the house when I was talking to you.
Yeah, and we were just bullshitting. We weren't doing the radio, nothing. And all of a sudden it was like, boom, and like pictures were moving, shit fell down, and she threw the fucking 72-inch TV, ripped it off the wall, walked out to her balcony and thought she was throwing it in the lake, and she hit Jason's fucking, hit my roof.
How strong does she think she is?
Well,
Exactly.
when she's all doped up, I mean, shit.
Oh my goodness.
So,
Because that's like 40 feet, 50 feet,
yeah.
and that's a 70-inch TV.
Yeah. So, and Jason brought it back upstairs. It's hanging on the wall. So if you're ever in her place, you can see it's all like broke apart.
That's funny that he brought it back upstairs. I would have just thrown it away. I'd be like, well,
Well,
she's not getting that back.
She thinks the LED in the TV is a camera, and her ex can spy on her.
Oh, wait, what?
Yeah.
Huh.
Haven't you heard
Interesting.
all the stories about the ex spying on her and she can't have a phone and
Yeah, I've heard all that, but that one was outlandish, what you just said.
dude, you
Oh,
don't
they
even
can
know
have-
all the stories.
That's wild. That's wild.
Jimmy knows a lot of the stories.
Oh, yeah.
Jimmy, I'm telling you, we were just bullshitting. I don't know. We were talking just random shit. And it was like, boom. And he goes, what the fuck was that? Dude,
Yeah.
It was so loud. The pugs were sitting next to me. They hunkered down like fucking, we had a tornado.
Because they didn't even bark.
Wow.
Yeah.
They were kind of like, Dad, what the hell was that?
Jimmy's all freaking out more than I am. I walk out and there's fucking, my house has got all the artwork. Shit's like crooked and stuff. I could hear her screaming, stop spying on me. I can fuck who I want. I went outside to have a cigarette. I'm like, you okay? Of course, Jason comes out and he's like, what the fuck? Blah, 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 blah. So I just went back in. So a couple days later, I knocked on her door to check on her. Because she has a son, and he's a really nice kid.
He's a great kid.
Great kid.
Yeah.
And so what's crazy about it is she, I was like, well, she got padlocks on the inside of her house now, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, Jimmy's like, so you hitting that? I'm like, dude, I'm scared to hit that.
Yeah, right. That is scary.
Man, when I was younger, when I was your age, I probably would have fucked her. But now
You like a crazy bitch.
I learned, I got older and I learned you don't shit where you sleep.
Oh,
Nope.
and that too.
Yeah.
That too.
Yeah,
But yeah, I've dealt with some crazy women in my past, and I want that ever again.
and
ever
she's
again.
a nice girl,
Well, yeah.
but she's got something going on. So
Well, yeah.
she's got a sugar daddy thing going on that's paying for the unit. It's weird. And then have you ever been in her place?
Nope.
Dude, I was in there, man. She got these wigs.
Oh, you told me about this.
Yeah.
You told me
And she's
about
like,
this.
tomorrow, can you drive me to this hotel? I've got a meeting and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, girls wear hair pieces, okay?
Mhm.
And of course, I had to explain this thing, JD, to people. There's wigs, there's hair pieces, and there's extensions, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So, these are wigs.
Yes.
Straight up wigs.
So I'm like, what you doing with the wigs? Well, if I meet somebody and I want to feel like somebody else, blah, 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 blah. Then she was down here at my fucking house one day. She asked me if I had any Coke. And I was like,
Oh my
hey,
god.
dumbass me, dude. I'm like, oh, you want a soda?
Yeah.
I'm like,
Hey, yeah, I got something for you.
I don't do drugs or anything. Like, shit. And listeners, y'all know about me taking the gummy and was all fucked up on the air, and Jimmy had to drive me home.
Oh my goodness, that's hilarious.
Yeah, well, a couple weeks ago, you remember because I talked to you all the time walking by. Remember, I was really bad sick. It
Yeah.
was a barometric pressure.
Yeah.
So a friend of mine got me some gummies. Well, they're a lot more powerful than. I don't do drugs. I don't do anything.
Right.
I don't even like taking ibuprofen.
Right.
Man, I took one of these.
So it didn't take much to get him high
and,
I could tell.
at all.
and, and so I fucking took one, and we were doing the show. And man, I'm telling you, it hit me. I'm like, oh wow. I was staring at the monitors. Jimmy was like, and he was sitting in the booth, and he goes, "You can feel it." I was like, what? And it was like that movie, He's like, "You can feel it." And I was like, shit.
Oh my goodness.
So
Well,
yeah.
on break, he was telling me, he's like, man, this shit ain't kicked in. I don't think it works.
Oh no.
Then all of a sudden I
Just
hear-
wait like 20 more
Oh, wow.
minutes.
Yeah.
So I ate some crackers. Remember?
Uh-huh.
I ate those jalapeno crackers, and apparently, if you eat something, it kicks in faster in your bloodstream.
Oh, metabolism kicks in, buddy.
Yep.
Oh yeah. There was one time, so I used to smoke a bunch when I was back so I'm from Colorado, so I smoked a bunch.
So he's
And-
OG to when they legalized it.
Oh yes. Oh yes. And little side story, I would mountain climb and rock climb all the time, and me and my friends, we had these spots in a few of the places out there. We would call them mango spots. And what we would do is we would bring some mangoes with us and some joints, right? But the thing is, mangoes also like make the high last longer.
Yeah, anything citrus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
citrus, yeah.
Yeah, so when we would get up to the mango spot, it'd just be like a little flat plateau, kind of like hanging rock or something on the side of the mountain, or nice little cliff area, and we would sit there for hours. But one day I got home, and the buddy that I went up to one of the mango spots with, we already did our thing. He's like, "Hey, I've got this edible that I just made. So, do you want it?" I was like, "Sure, why not? I'm babysitting some dogs. What else am I gonna do besides just chill, right?" So I
Right.
go to the house. I'm watching the dogs. I got Family Guy on. I'm kind of chilling. I was like, all right, this is a perfect time. I take it, and no joke, I swear there was something else in it, because this was the highest I have ever been in my entire life. When I drank from my water glass, the bottom of the water glass just kept growing, and it looked like it was falling down.
Oh,
So
shit.
my water was getting longer. And then when I got up, I felt like my legs were getting longer, so I started walking on stilts. And I just decided to call it a night and get into bed, because I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, screw it, I'm going to bed.
Yep.
Yeah, man, he was smoking that
Freaking me
PCP.
out.
Mm-hmm.
The mushrooms in that.
My-
joint.
Good.
Remind-
Yeah, right.
Reminds me of like Friday, man, when Little Smokey smoked out with the Mexicans.
Oh, yeah.
They
He
fucked him
had
up,
the PCP in
He's
there.
like, man, I ain't never smoking with you fuckers again. Come on, man, just go for a ride. No.
He's like tweaking,
No.
always tweaking.
Yeah, like, and it's like I tell people, you know, I mean, I'm not too proud or ashamed to tell the story. Every time I've ever been on LSD was an accident. Senior skip day. My fucking buddy had acid in his soda, and I accidentally drank his soda. I went to jail for punching Barney at the mall. Okay? And his goddamn head. Dude, it was on fucking St. Louis News, right? Fucking kid at Fairview Heights Mall punched a fucking Barney. Dude's whole head turned around. I was like, no! And took off running. I was in college, and a friend of mine, you know, he become a really big chef, right? But he was also a fucking little pothead, did mushrooms all the time. So he got some shrooms and sauteed them motherfuckers and made mushroom and Swiss burgers.
Oh.
And I love mushroom and Swiss.
Oh.
Man. Like
But not that
15
kind of
minutes
mushroom.
later, man, it was the colors. I was like, oh, hell no. He goes, just enjoy the ride. I'm like, I'm going to fucking kill you when I'm done. Man, I was tripping on this shit for 48 hours. I was like, is it ever going to stop? The third time was peyote. And I didn't know what I drank. You know, people were sitting around the bonfire. They handed it to me, and I took a swig of it. They're like, oh, no, Izzy, man. No, you weren't supposed to drink that. I'm like, what? And they're like, that's peyote. And I'm like, well, it tastes pretty good to me. And they're like, it's supposed to taste like shit. And I'm like, whatever. Yeah, that was pretty fucking wild, man. I mean, yeah. And then the fourth time. Well, before I tell you about the fourth time, so in Young Guns, when he's like, you see the size of that chicken, blah, 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 they were on peyote.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that whole experience happened. Oh,
Oh,
yeah. I didn't see no chicken, but I saw some fucking buffalo and shit. We were out in Arizona hanging out with some Indians that we knew that were custom car guys, right?
Mhm.
And we were sitting around this bonfire, and they knew I don't do shit. You know what I'm saying? I drink a little bit, but I don't do any of that stuff. And
You don't even drink a lot,
handed it
really.
to me, and I was like, I thought it was like a thing of vodka or something, you know? And it didn't taste bad. They said it's supposed to taste like shit, but it didn't taste bad. But the fourth time was over in Europe at this nightclub, and DJ Kaizen was there. That's the only reason why I was at this motherfucker, because I was in Europe and DJ Kaizen was performing, and he hit me up. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm over there too, blah, blah. Some motherfucker gave me some absinthe.
Oh,
Oh.
how's that?
Dude, it was probably the most weirdest fucking thing I've ever been on in my life. And I didn't take one shot of it. I drank a fuck ton of it.
Oh.
We ended up in Amsterdam at some fucking whorehouse, and I was paying the girl to put her clothes back on. So I was like, no. You want to get me off? Put your clothes back on slowly. And like everybody was standing there, and dude, they were dying laughing. They're like, I never heard anybody tell someone to put their clothes back on. No, you're going too fast with the stockings. Slowly.
Oh my goodness.
All right, roll 'em up.
Yeah. How's that make you feel?
Are you warm now?
Yeah. Yeah, Ralph Randall from USAC was with us. And, because Ralph was my boy forever, you know what I'm saying? And he was like, I don't know, months later, we were at Texas Heat Wave, and he's like, Izzy's the only motherfucker I've ever seen pay a stripper doped out of his mind on tripping on fucking absinthe to put their clothes on slowly.
Yeah, I don't think I'm ever gonna hear that story ever again.
Yeah. Only me that would do that, you know? How does that make you feel? You feel clothed, you know?
Oh my goodness.
Apparently, I paid her to repaint her toenails because I didn't like the color of it. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me, dude. So, then what's fucked up is absinthe is banned in the United States, but you can buy it online.
Yeah, but isn't it a different variant?
Yeah, I found out
Yes,
because I fucking
it
got
is.
it. I got it, and we ordered it, and me and some of the guys at the shop drank it, and yeah, man, it was like drinking fucking this tequila.
Just
yeah,
alcohol.
there was no hallucinogen in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fake version.
Yeah, man, we were ready to fucking we were gonna mask off this truck at the shop, this mini truck, and I was like, man, we can get absinthe online. Let's get all tripped out and fucking mask it off. And what paint scheme come up? Yeah, we just got drunk. It wasn't.
Truck didn't get painted, did it?
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, the
You got
truck
too
didn't-
drunk for it.
I mean, it got masked up, but I mean,
That's about it,
it
yeah.
didn't match either side, I mean, yeah, about 5 in the
Big old
morning.
stripes down the side where you put tape on it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We got it done, but not
Yeah,
correctly.
5 in the morning. We were like, I don't feel like mixing any paint, man. I'm going home. My wife's at home. That was back when I was married to Crystal, She was getting up to go for a jog, and she was like, "You okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "You look drunk," and I'm like, "Yeah, we drank some absinthe trying to get expired to do a paint job." And she's like, "How'd that work out?" I'm like, "I'm just drunk." She's like, "You want to fuck?" And I'm like, not really. I probably asked her to put her clothes back on.
All right. I'll pay you to paint your toenails.
Yeah, paint your toenails, man. I don't like the
Before
color.
you leave, paint your toenails.
Yeah. Ralph was telling
Oh,
that.
pink, not red.
Ralph was telling everybody this story at Showfest, right? To Greg Miller before he passed away. Man, we miss you, Greg. We really do. But he's like, man, Izzy was like, I don't like that color. What else you got? She's like, I think I got pink. No, I don't want pink. I think I wanted her to paint them like rosemary or something. I don't know what the fuck was wrong with me. I'm like, what color is rosemary,
Green.
And of course, Eric from Kinetic Battery has a video of it.
Paint them parsley color.
Yeah,
Right?
fucking weird, man. I don't know what's wrong with me. That's the reason why I don't want to get hypnotized, Because no telling what fucking weird shit's going to come out of my mind. So. But yeah, it's Friday, guys. The weekend's getting ready to start. And if you ain't got shit to do and you're living in your mom's basement, obviously you're listening to us. So.
Cheers to that.
Yeah, cheers to that, guys.
Friday, you ain't got no job. Oh,
Yeah.
You got shit to do.
yeah.
Yeah. But
We're gonna get high.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna get you high.
But we want to give a big shout out to our state representative down there in Florida, Michelle Seisman. She looking good with those glasses on, got that Tina Fey shit going on. We know she be playing our shit at the State House.
I gotta
So-
see that. You gotta send that one over to me.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah. State Representative loves Styling Radio. Dude, she even twerked a little bit. I was like, what the fuck? So, yeah.
Allen is now presidential.
No shit. Yeah, they're gonna have. She said she's gonna have Trump fucking shout us out.
Yeah.
Which I've met Trump before. You know what I'm
Have you?
saying? Yeah, I have. I met him in Chicago. Nice
Wow.
guy. Then when my buddy Jesse James was on the show, I didn't fucking like him because he got fucking fired off The Apprentice for not calling his wife. That wasn't on the show. So why the fuck would he call Sandra Bullock? So yeah. We're going to go right back into music, guys. You're listening to 96.1 Dragon in the Afternoon, only on Styling Radio. We'll be right back.